Hey everybody, Neeko the Geeko here, and Smash Bros. Ultimate is coming out this week, and I am super excited. I've been posting a lot about it on Facebook. I'm stoked for it. I grew up with Smash Bros., but I found that, surprisingly to me, lots of people did not grow up with Smash Bros. And I thought that Smash Bros. Was kind of a universal game. A couple of my friends are saying, hey, I never played Smash Bros. I never got into it. Is it going to be good for me? Am I going to like it? Are my kids going to like it? I started playing Smash Bros. When I was 9 years old. I was at a friend's house. I picked Link, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I got absolutely destroyed. Smash Brothers does take a little bit of work to actually be good at. If you've never played a Smash Brothers before, or you're new to video games, you're gonna think, man, that's so many buttons. Like, there's so many buttons on this controller, I don't even know how I'm gonna wrap my head around it. My wife has no idea when it comes to the controller where things actually are. She's not really planning it out that way. She's kind of just doing it from muscle memory. She's mashed those buttons enough, just kind of in a panic, because it's a very, fast-paced game, that she kind of mashes strategically now. And so she doesn't know all these super, technical things, but she still has fun with it, and she still does fairly well because it's just kind of a muscle thing for her. She knows if I push this big button, this thing will happen. And if I push this little button, even though I don't know what this little button is called, if I push this little button, this thing will happen. Okay, Smash Brothers is incredibly complex and very competitive if you want it to be, or it is super simple and super family friendly and party friendly if you want it to be, okay? And this comes into the factor of items, which are an optional thing in the game. So this behind me, this is the Super Smash Brothers website, okay? So www.smashbros.com. This is made by Nintendo. This will give you all the updates on the game. And if you look over here, down here, you can see these different icons you can click on. This main icon right here, if you click on that, it will tell you kind of the main, the gist of Smash Bros. So who the fighters are, who you can play as, the stages, the items, okay? So these items that I'm talking about, you'll find something like a banana gun, okay? And it's all very cartoony. It's not super violent. There's no blood in Smash Brothers. There's no swearing at all. And so you'll find a banana gun. Okay, and you're maybe not a very good player at Smash Bros. You pick up this banana gun and you will shoot bananas out of it, and then bananas will explode on the person that you're playing against, which is kind of fun. It's like throwing a banana in Mario Kart, right? And then it'll leave a banana peel on the ground for them to trip on later. Or you could trip on it yourself, so be careful about that. There's Pokeballs, so if you like Pokemon and a Pokeball appears on the stage, you can throw the Pokeball and a random Pokemon will come out, and the Pokemon will help you fight. And there are assist trophies. You throw an assist trophy, and it's very similar. A character from a video game will come out and help you fight. And sometimes it'll be like this really cool samurai or this awesome robot, or sometimes it'll be like a cat that just like puts its paws on the screen, or just like gets in the way and knocks things off the stage like a cat would in real life, or a dog that just like comes up into the camera and is like sniffing around and just gets in your way. And it's super annoying, but it's hilarious because it'll be really intense, and then all of a sudden there's a dog or a cat on the screen messing people up, and then you just laugh about it. This is one of those games where if you are playing it right, with these items and just for fun, you can still have fun even if you are losing. Something like the middle ground between an old Disney cartoon and a Looney Tunes cartoon, Smash Brothers is like somewhere in the middle. If you're thinking in terms of, violence, how is this going to be for my family and my kids? You can play with up to 8 people at the same time, assuming that you have 8 controllers. That is so freaking cool. I have done so many parties about this. My wife and I, a couple years ago, we did a Valentine's Day couples party where we had 2 TVs playing Smash Bros. So 16 people playing Smash Brothers at the same time. And in this game, you can be on a team. You can also do that in Mario Kart if you didn't know. What we did on Valentine's Day is everybody had to bring a date, and then they were a team together. And when you're on a team, you can't hurt each other, and you obviously work together to win. And it was really fun. The first thing my little sister asked, my 8-year-old sister asked me, is if she could create her own character in this game. Yes, you can create your own character in this game, and that should be really fun. I'm looking forward to this as well. So Smash Brothers, how much is it? It's going to be $60. Every AAA first-party Nintendo game is going to be $60. That is just the standard video game price across the industry. The only time you're going to see a Nintendo game that is cheaper than $60 is if it's been out for like a year and it's on sale, or it happens to be a re-release of an older game. There is an online mode in this game. Nintendo is really good about being family safe when it comes to online stuff though. They're not going to be talking with random people in another state that's, you know, saying a bunch of cuss words and stuff. Nintendo doesn't do that. I don't even think this game supports voice chat. You can't actually type anything to people. You can't actually say anything to people, which is a bummer to us adults that want to be playing online with our friends, but you know what, just give them a phone call or call them on Discord and that'll be fine. But it'll be very family friendly if your kids also want to play it online with their friends. There's also a single player mode. It is not co-op, unfortunately, but there is a big story. There's not a lot of cut scenes and like movies in it. You might have to do a little bit of reading, so if your kids can't read, that might be a bit of an issue, but the reading is very minimal. It'll be like, hey, you're about to fight Mario, but he's going to be giant Mario, so be careful. Like, that is about the amount of reading that they're going to have to do right before a match. Just like one sentence of, hey, this is what's about to happen, get ready for it. As a couple, you might be struggling to find something to do together, and in my opinion, watching Netflix together is not doing something together. That is just watching something together. If you are into like film criticism in theory like I am, and you discuss it afterwards or after each episode, then maybe, but you're just sitting there watching something. You're really not doing something. In a video game, you're actually doing something. And I know that's a stretch because video games aren't like, you know, sports or going on a hike or something, but some people can't really play sports that well, or they can't go on a hike because of whatever reason, or maybe it's winter outside and you don't want to be hiking in the winter. Video games can be a great way to bring not only friends and strangers together, but couples. My wife and I play video games together. We're super excited to play Smash Brothers together. Is it going to be frustrating because I've been a lot more competitive in Smash Brothers than my wife has? Yeah, she's going to be frustrated about that. But we can turn the items on. We can get rid of the stock, the 3 lives. We can turn the time limit on. And then it's anybody's game. And it can be fun for everybody. So I highly recommend Smash Brothers to everyone. Again, it's going to be $59.99. Get the digital version. It'll load faster. Your kids won't be able to lose the little tiny Nintendo Switch cartridges that are the size of an SD card. I don't have anything else to say. This game is amazing. It's 8-player. It's got so many characters. If you're competitive, it's fun. If you're a newcomer, it's fun. If you've never played a video game in your life, this can be fun. So I highly recommend this to everybody. Comes out this weekend. Please pick it up. If you have a Nintendo Switch, do yourself, your family, your friends, whoever a favor. Everybody that owns a Nintendo Switch is going to want this game at some point. So if you're looking for last minute Christmas ideas, first of all, make sure they don't already have it pre-ordered because most Nintendo Switch owners already do. And second of all, they're going to love it. Everybody's going to love Smash Bros. As long as they're not crazy competitive. So that's been my video. Thanks for watching. It's kind of scatterbrained. These selfie things are just kind of spur of the moment, what I'm thinking about while I'm home. And so, yeah, have fun with Smash Brothers.